What's up, y'all? It's the Savannah Banana. I'm just kidding. That's not my name. We are back for another video of the fix this stupid mic of the 58,000 lives, a tribute to the fallen of the heroes from Vietnam. I start off every video the exact same way, tell you how many, so you get a sense of what we're dealing with. There's 58,256 names. I'm doing 20 per video, give or take. So there's 2,912 videos to go. To do 2,912 videos. We are on video 33, and out of 58,200 and what did I just say, 56 names, we are on number 640, and I wrote ahead of myself. I have wrote up to 953 today, so I'm almost at 1,000 of the 58,000. So only 57 more binders like this to go. That's going to be a lot of binders, but we're going to roll right into where we left off yesterday. I got my internet fixed. I was complaining about that yesterday. But the reason why I had been doing videos is because it was taking 4 days to upload a video because my upload speed was 0.11 on a speed test yesterday or today. But I got them fixed. We are back. I should be able to upload a video within an hour now, so I should be able to do a video every afternoon. I mean, it was all awful. If I was watching anything, Netflix or anything, I used to be able to run like two TVs, this computer, two phones, and nothing slowed. It was never slowed, and I couldn't even use one phone or one computer. But we're back. So let me get my camera out and get the pictures ready, and we're going to roll right into the very next person on our list. If you're new to the channel or new to the list, we I'll show you. We go to Google Photos, and it has Google Photos, Google Books, and it has all of the names listed from the Vietnam Memorial. And then I scooch on over to Wall of Faces, and that's where I put their information in so we can get a picture of them. And then I go over to findagrave.com, and that's where I usually get my info. And if I can't find nothing on findagrave.com, then I go to other websites to try and get the reasons why they died, where they served, where they was born, when they died, all that good stuff. And give them the respect they deserve. We give them a moment of silence and thank them for the service. So let's roll right into it. This is Corporal James Warren Allen Jr. And any ones that are special ones, like special stories or like silver stars, things like that, we put check marks on them because we're going to do those in future podcasts instead of just quick reads like the ones I don't have any info on, or small arms fire, grenade, deaths, things like that. But if anything comes up like homicide, things like that, we put checks on because we're going to do them later in future videos. And anything Silver Star related, I just screenshot the picture and read it with you guys live. I haven't seen it, I haven't read it, so you get a live reaction out of me. So I don't even know what they say. When I said see photos, I don't know what it says. So you guys, I've already wrote these down, so I would rather get a live reaction sometimes. Okay, moving along. He was born November 8th, 1943. I have a check mark, question mark beside it because it didn't say. But it always has his Homer record, which was Steubenville, Ohio. He died November 8th, 1967. He was 24 in Quang Nam, Vietnam. I have two arrows on here reversed. Why do I have them reversed? I have an arrow pointing at each one like I did them backwards. Let me make sure. No, I have date of birth November 8th. And oh. This is a special one now. I understand why. I'm going to put a check mark. Now let me read this slower and you guys can understand why I put two arrows on it. He was born November 8th, 1943, died November 8th, 1967. So he died on his 24th birthday. That is awful. The only one I've seen died on their birthday out of 640. He died in Quang Nam, Vietnam. He was with CAP-1, second CAP, which I'm not sure what that is unless I write it. I've wrote stuff. Third MAP, died from rocket artillery fire. He's on panel 29E, line 46 of the Wall Memorial. I start off every video telling about that too. If you haven't been to Wall Memorial in Washington, D.C., you must go. It's a must see. When you're standing at the base of the Lincoln Memorial looking up at Abraham, Look to your right. There's a pathway by the street, and it takes you right to the memorial. You have to go. If you're going to go, everybody goes to see Lincoln. You got to go see that too. And I think the Korean one is on the left, something like that. Okay, he's on panel 29E, line 46 of that wall memorial. Let's give him a moment of silence. Let me thank him for his service. I never yawn unless I'm really, really tired, and I yawn every time I do these videos because yawning means you're short of breath, and I talk so much that I have to yawn. It's very strange. Okay, let's move to the next one. This is SP5 James William Allen, Specialist 5 James William Allen. See, we always show a face with the name. He was born August 28, 1945, question mark. Home record was Ashland, Kentucky. That's not too far from here. He died April 23rd, 1968. He was 22. He was in the 808th Transportation Company, 48th Transportation Group, U.S. Army Support Command, Saigon, 1st Logistics Command. His base camp came under attack. A 122 millimeter rocket hit the NCO buildings above the supply room. Allen and the company clerk were killed. Ouch. He's on panel 51E, line 35 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Specialist 5 James William Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Corporal Jerry Joe Allen. Born August 30th, 1947. Another question mark. The home record was Los Angeles, California. Died June 19th, 1970. In Cambodia, he was 22. He was a Cinemobile tech. I think that's what I write. CINE Mobile Tech. Allen was drafted while on location for the movie. Bloody Mama. He had worked on close to 30 films. Oh, okay. This one needs a question mark for sure. So this guy was in movies, and that's why he was a Cinemobile tech. So he had done movies. He was drafted while on location for the movie Bloody Mama. He worked on close to 30 films. Not he wasn't a movie star. He was a cinema tech, so he filmed movies. He was with A Company, 2nd Battalion, 5th Regiment, Cavalry Regiment, 1st Cavalry Division. Died from small arms fire. See what I mean about the yawning? He's on panel 9W, line 67 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give cinematographer Jerry Joe Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Specialist 4 Jerry L. Allen. Almost look like that Russian in Rocky 4. Ivan Dragoff. Ian Dragoff. Is that right? Ivan Dragoff. I think that's right. Ivan Dragoff. Something like that. He was born March 27, 1947 in Norfolk, Nebraska. No, I have an E. I don't have an E. His home record is Norfolk, New Hampshire. It looks like a B, but it's supposed to be an E. So let me take that MB off there and put E. I don't want to put it in the wrong place. New Hampshire. Died August 21st, 1967. He was 20. Being in Vietnam. He served with C Company, 1st Cavalry Division, 2nd Battalion, 12th Cavalry. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 25E, line 21 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give SP4 Jerry L. Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Sergeant Jesse Wayne Allen. Born March 27, Born December 13, 1945 in Hamilton, Ohio. Died August 1st, 1967. He was 21. Quang Nam, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 3rd Amphibious Tractor Battalion, 1st Marine Division, 3rd Marine Amphibious Force. I could not find any info on him, on his death. He's on panel 24E, line 58 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Jesse Wayne Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, Okay, this is Second Lieutenant Joe Ebert Allen. He was born July 17, 1945 in New Orleans, Louisiana. Died May 24th, 1968. He was 22 in Vietnam. He was with D Company, 5th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, 1st Battalion, 3rd Marine Amphibious Force. Silver Star, see photo. Here we go. Okay. In connection with combat operations against the enemy of the Republic of Vietnam. On the evening of 24 May 68, 2nd Lieutenant Allen's platoon established an ambush on a suspected enemy infiltration route on Thia Thien Province, alertly observing a numerically superior Northern Vietnamese army force moving near his position. He immediately adjusted mortar fire on the enemy and quickly led his platoon to an advantageous position, which means they had the advantage, from which the Marines commenced delivering accurate fire upon the hostile force. Although painfully wounded in the initial moments of the fight, he boldly moved along with his men, shouting words of encouragement and directing their fire. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, 2nd Lieutenant Allen was maneuvering his squad into an assault formation when he sustained a second wound from an enemy hand grenade. Steadfastly refusing medical aid, he advanced to the most forward position and fiercely led the determined assault on the enemy positions when he fell seriously injured by hostile fire. Inspired by his bold leadership and resolution and determination, his men continued the attack, killing 10 enemy soldiers and seizing numerous weapons. By his courage, aggressive fighting spirit, and unwavering devotion to duty, 2nd Lieutenant Allen uphold the highest traditions of the Marine Corps in the United States. That's cool. I get to read those. That's a brand new live action. He's on the panel 67E, line 3. I got to check for the Silver Star. Let's give 2nd Lieutenant Joe Ebert Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Corporal John Baxter Allen. He was born February 23rd, 1947 in Pennsylvania. He died November 26, 1967. He was 20 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 1st Marine Division, 1st Marine Regiment, 1st Battalion. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 30E, line 87 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Corporal John Baxter Allen a moment of silence. And we thank him for his service. This is Lance Corporal John Doss Allen. John Doss, born August 8, 1951 in Waxahachie, Texas. I love saying that name. Died May 24, 1970. He was 18 in Quang Nam, Vietnam. He served with E Company, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine. A 60-millimeter mortar round landed within the M60 machine gun position, killing Allen. So he was on a machine gun, or near a machine gun post. He's on panel 10W, line 88 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Lance Corporal John Doss Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Private First Class John Franklin Allen. Born November 17, 1950 in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's an hour and a half from here to the west. He died March 19, 1969. He was 18 in Quang Nam, Vietnam. He served with D Company, 2nd Battalion, 11th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division. At Fire Base DHU Lang came under attack. John died from gunshot wounds to the head. Oof, that's awful. Why can't they just say gunshots? Why do they have to say head? He's on panel 29W, line 76 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC John Franklin Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is PFC John Lee Allen. He was born September 24th, 1945, ? His home record was Smithfield, Missouri. He died August 6, 1949. He was 23. He served with C Company, 1st Cavalry Division, 1st Battalion, 21st Artillery. Died from a drug overdose. He's on panel 20W, line 95. I remember reading something that they said a while back, a couple videos, probably like 15 videos back, that like 25% of all military, no, it was higher than that. It might have been like 80% of all servicemen were using was using opium or something like that, because it was like 75-80% cheaper to get it over there, and then the 25% of those was dying of drug overdoses. I'm pretty something like that. I'd have to go back and see. But he's on panel 20W line 95 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC John Lee Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is PFC John Willis Allen. There's a lot of Allens, but I'm in the Andersons now writing them down, so I'm only in Anderson. We're in Allen now, and I'm in Anderson writing ahead. So, and there's a lot of Andersons. All right, John Willis Allen, born June 4th, day before my birthday, 1945, Houston, Texas. Died June 15th, 1967. He was 22, so he died just over a week after his birthday. In Quang Ngai, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 25th Infantry Division, 2nd Battalion, 35th Infantry. Died from an explosive device. He's on panel 23E, line 72 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC John Willis Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is SB4 Johnny Allen Jr. If it feels like I'm reading through these really fast, I have 58,256 to do, so I'm not purposely neglecting them. I promise. I wouldn't be doing this with all my free time for the next 10 years if I was neglecting them. Okay, this is SP4 Johnny Allen Jr., born May 2nd, 1947 in Alabama. Died June 2nd, 1970. He was 23 in Bien Dien, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 3rd Battalion, 503rd Infantry, 173rd Airborne Brigade. Died for small arms fire. He's on panel 9W, line 109 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Johnny Allen Jr. a moment of silence. And thank him for his service. Okay, this is SP4 John Anthony Allen. Born November 21st, 1946 in Asheville, North Carolina. Died November 26th. He died 5 days after his birthday. What's up with his birthday this video? 1969, he was 23. So he died 5 days after he turned 23. Tay Nguyen, Vietnam. He's with the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment, a.k.a. Black Horse L Company, 3rd Squadron. See photo. Okay. On November 27, 1969, Thanksgiving Day, Troop L, 3rd Squadron, 11th Armored Cavalry, a tracked mechanized unit set up a night lagar on Route 2246 near Cambodian border of Tay Nguyen Province, RVN. Unbeknownst to them, they had bivojacked only 100 meters from a major infiltration trail hidden under trees and paved with bamboo. In the early morning, a passing NVA rocket-propelled grenade team attacked 3rd Squadron positions. 2 self-prepared Howitzers and their gun tubes blown right off the tank's chassis. 2 aluminum-bodied Sheridan tanks were destroyed, reduced to metal hunks. 7 ammunition carriers and 11 supply trailers were also demolished. One of the RPG shaped charges had penetrated a tracked ammunition carrier and detonated the artillery shell inside. 4 GIs were killed in the attack and 25 seriously wounded. The lost troops include Allen. There's an Antlers and Rambo. Sergeant Rambo was awarded the Silver Star when he attempted to remove from the area a burning cargo vehicle when it was hit by a second RPG, fatally injuring him. On February 19th, God, you scared the crap out of me. On February, where was it? On 1970, when their sister unit, 2nd Squadron, passed by the location, 3 months of vines had twirled themselves around the demolished wreck. Did they need to write that in there? I don't even. I mean, yeah, of course the bamboo or the vines took over. Been a few months. I don't think that was really necessary to write that in there, but hey, I didn't do the writing. Okay, what guy was we on here? We was on John Anthony Allen. Yes, he's on panel 16W line 123 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give SB4 John Anthony Allen a moment of silence. It's a lot of reading. Thank you for his service. This is Lance Corporal Joseph Harold Allen, a.k.a. Joey. I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden the hand reached down next to the computer because I was reading. I wasn't looking up, and my guy was gone. And he just showed back up, and all I seen coming out of the side of the computer was a hand. Jump scare. Lance Corporal Joseph Harold Joey Allen, born October 22nd, 1947. Question mark. Coalinga, California. Died April 16, 1968. He was 20 in Ha Pong HA and then PHONG Ha Pong, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 1st Amtrak Battalion, 3rd Marine Division, 3rd Marine Air Force. Died from an explosive device. He's on panel 50E, line 10 of the War Memorial. Let's give Lance Corporal Joseph Harold Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay. This is Chief Warrant Officer Keith Dobson Allen Jr. Born December 1946, Westfield, Maine. He died April 13, 1969. He was 22 in Clean, Kien, Kien, Giang, Kien Giang, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 7th Squadron, 1st Cavalry Regiment, 1st Aviation Brigade. See photo. All right, we've got another good photo. Accident summary. The aircraft commander who was flying as wingman for the stricken aircraft at the time of the crash met the board members at the troop maintenance area. It was learned from questioning the AC that the two Cobras had taken off from Chi Lang, where they had landed for refueling, and had flown approximately 45 miles west-southwest. The weather was good, but visibility was restricted to 14 to 12 miles by smoke. The two aircraft were flying at approximately 200 feet of altitude and 110 knots airspeed en route to their area of operations to relieve another weapons team on station when the main rotor separated from the aircraft. The upper part of the transmission came off. The aircraft struck the ground in a slightly nosed low altitude and exploded on impact. The main rotor head and blades were on the ground approximately 50 feet to the left and rear of the point where the aircraft impacted. The upper part of the transmission was on the right side of the flight path, approximately 50 feet. The crash took the lives of Chief Warrant Officer Keith David Allen Jr. and Warrant Officer Wilford F. Schmidt Jr. Whew, there's a lot of reading in this one. He's on panel 27W, line 70. Let's give Chief Warrant Officer Keith Dobson Allen Jr. a moment of silence. And we thank him for his service. Okay, this is PFC Keith Wesley Allen. He was born December 21st, 1947 in New Boston, Texas. He died October 15, 1967. He was 19 in Binh Dong, Vietnam. He served with C Company, 4th Battalion, 9th Infantry Regiment, 25th Infantry Division, died from small arms fire. He's on panel 28E, line 7 of the War Memorial. Let's give PFC Keith Wesley Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Sergeant Kenneth Allen. Born November 8, 1945, Berea, Kentucky. That's even closer. That's it's close to Bowling Green. It's about an hour and 15 minutes northeast of here. Oh, Berea. I was just passing by Berea yesterday when I went to the VA in Lexington. I pass by Berea every time I go to Lexington. All right, Keith Allen died December 28, 1967. He was 22. He served in B Company, 1st Aviation Brigade, 7th Squadron, 17th Cavalry. Could not find any info. I think this was made mad because he was from so close. I couldn't find no info on him. He's on panel 32E, line 84, the War Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Kenneth Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, we got 3 more on this video. This is PFC Kenneth Jeffrey Allen. Born June 22nd, 1949 in Cincinnati, Ohio. Died February 8th, 1968. He was 18 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 1st Battalion, 13th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 38E, line 22 of the War Memorial. Let's give PFC Kenneth Jeffrey Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, last 2. This is Sergeant Laurie Cornelius Allen. Or Larry. However they pronounce it, I don't know. He was born April 22nd, 1948, Jackson, Michigan. Died August 22nd, 19 1970. He was 22 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with H&H Battery 8th Battalion. He died from mortar fire or artillery. He's on panel 8W, line 128 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Laurie Cornelius Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, last one of this video. This is EN1 Larry Dean Allen. Born August 26, 1939 in Yuma, Colorado. Died January 2nd, 1967. He was 27 in Vietnam. He was in Mine Squadron 2, Detachment A, Task Force 116, TF-116, U.S. Naval Forces. He died by drowning. I couldn't find any more information on that. He drowned. And he was in the Navy. That's a weird coincidence because you're supposed to be able to learn how to drown, but it could have been a water rescue or swift water, or you never really know. Could have been trapped on something. He's on panel 13E, line 107 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give EN1 Larry Dean Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, guys. That's another read. That finishes another video, 33 out of 2,900. So we have a long ways to go. If you got any family members that died in Vietnam with different names that don't start with A, they can follow along or they can wait. If you go into my videos, this one is under video series A. All the A's are going to be in there. Then I'm going to move to B. So if your last member of your last name was a C, all you have to do is look in the C's. You don't have to go through all 2,100 videos. It'll be broken down by C's. And if it's like a CA, you'll know it'll be at the beginning. If it's a CZ, you'll know it'll be at the end of the video. So shouldn't be hard to find your family member. But like, share, follow, comment, do all that good stuff. Help my channel grow. The more I get to grow, the more I can do a better background instead of this crap that's back here. I want to be able to have help and want to be able to make this a lot better of a video than what I'm doing. So that's it, guys. I can load a video here in an hour and I can be doing another one. All right, guys. See y'all on the next one.